Hey guys, welcome to Peripheral Vision, and today we're taking a look at the Sega Genesis 6-button controller. And what's interesting about this controller is that it has 6 buttons. And I know you're saying duh right now, but you see, the original Sega Genesis controller only had 3. It was also a little bit bulkier, just as a side note. So why did Sega go from this to this? Well, the short answer is 3 buttons just wasn't enough, so they added some more. You see, in fighting games, 6 buttons is the standard. You just need 6 buttons to play the game correctly. And there were a number of other games where 3 buttons was very limiting. So Sega decided with the release of the Genesis Model 2 to package in the 6-button controller to give them all the options their heart could desire. And it worked out well. I've heard that some say that this is the perfect controller, but seeing as it is not a Nintendo GameCube controller, obviously that is not true. But it's a very good one, I think. You look up close, you can see they are the A, B, C, and X, Y, Z buttons. And the A, B, C have a little dimple here that helps your thumb get a grip on it. And the X, Y, Z are very differently shaped, and I think that's largely to help differentiate when you're playing which buttons you're pushing at the time, because if they were all the same, then you might get confused as to which row you were on and mess up your punches or kicks. There is another button, but it's a hidden one. And no, it's not the start button. It is the mode button, but where is it? There's no, turn around the back, no button at all. We find out the model number though, which is apparently 1653. So this is the 1653 model. Where's the mode? It's up in the corner. Yep, it has a shoulder button, which is also new to this version of the Genesis controller, and you can hear it click there. And what does the mode button do? That's a question that has perplexed the ages. You see, when you start up your system, if you are holding the mode button, then your controller goes from the 6-button mode to 3-button mode. So if you're playing like Comic Zone, the X, Y, and Z functionality would be removed if you were holding the mode button as you started up the game. Now, I don't know why you would do that. It doesn't, because if you're playing a game that is improved by having 6 buttons, what? But if you really want to play a 3-button control scheme with this controller, just hold down the mode button while you're turning your system on. The mode button was also used to some effect in games as an extra button. Just during gameplay you could press the mode button as just a random button, but okay, whatever, Sega. Then of course we do have the start button, a little pill shape as it always is, and the D-pad. And this is another area where I think the 6-button controller improves upon the design compared to the original greatly. In the original Sega Genesis controller, the edges for the D-pad were a lot more rigid and sharp, which wears out your thumb. In this one, it feels very comfortable. In fact, the whole thing is very ergonomic. And the shoulder button, you might think that you would accidentally press the trigger here during gameplay or something, but A, most of the time it doesn't do anything during gameplay. B, it's recessed into it, so it's very unlikely that you would accidentally click it. And that's pretty much all there is to say about the 6-button Sega Genesis controller. A very nice controller, far from being the masterpiece that a handful of people believe it to be, but definitely the way that I prefer to play Genesis. And as always, later days.